across Bahrain are back to school, but the schools they are back to are not the same. In this episode, we talk about how is it going back to school with the COVID precautions.
It feels great coming back to school, especially because last year, since I started online, studies were really hard for me. I had no motivation. But since I come here, I see my friends, they're also studying, I'm also studying, we're all studying, and I've seen my performance improve, and I found my motivation to learn again. But there are restrictions though. Like PE period is not fun anymore because of course you have certain restrictions since social distancing, the pandemic is still going on. But I feel safer since all of us are vaccinated, most of us have taken our booster. So yeah, studying is more fun here, on campus.
I like coming back to school and I miss my teachers and friends.
Hi, my name is Kashish, and in this episode of the 973 show, we talk about how is it going back to school with the COVID precautions. And for that, I have with me Mr. Saji Jacob, who is the principal of Bahrain Indian School. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
2 years of the ongoing pandemic. What are your initial thoughts about it, like, from understanding COVID to now going back to the campus?
Yeah, to be very frank, it was unexpected. All of a sudden, there was a decision by the Ministry of Education to close down the school on 26th February 2020.
Wow.
So it was such an difficult time for us. We were not at all prepared. And the government asked us to stay at home for 2 weeks' time, 14 days' time. So what we immediately did is we have a very hi-fi internet system in the school. So we started continuously contacting the teachers, mails were sent, and the teachers started working with the students, worksheets were given. So they never felt that they are not coming back to the school because that was the time the exams were about to happen. So the worksheets were given and the students started working on it. And then within 15 days, the teachers were back to the school except the children. So we started working for the online classes. And we prepared all the lessons for the month of April and May because we are going to start the new sessions from the April. So we planned all the worksheets and everything, all the lessons, the recorded classes were ready for the students. And we started the new session on April 6th, 2020.
What I understand is the fear of COVID that was there among children, among teachers, even among us. And from that to this, fast forward now for 2 years, we see that now people are normalizing COVID. So what would you say about that? In general, the situation in Bahrain?
See, for the first year, as such, we only heard about the COVID, but none of our teachers, neither the students, nor any of the parents were affected by this. So we never had a problem. We used to listen from the newspapers that there are students, there are people getting affected, these many cases are happening. But still, we have taken the precautions. We told all the students what are the precautions to be taken. Lot of workshops were conducted, lot of training were given to the children, not only for the students as well as for the teachers. So it was, and even for the parents, the awareness were given in such a way that the students and teachers were all at ease. And we never faced the problem as such, though there was little panicky about when we listened to the news and all, it happens, but it was okay, it went on well, and the work was on, and everybody was busy in their own field, so it never affected.
So from being scared to now being almost friends with COVID, but also we cannot deny the fact that the population that was affected the most were children. I'm talking here about the mental health of the children, adapting to the new normal. Especially, with the kindergarten students, what happens is they rely more on facial expressions. So now when they have to mask up and everything, the total understanding of a school is totally different. So I wanted to ask you, as you're the principal of the school, are there any conscious measures that, the schools or, the management has done for the mental health of the children as well as the teachers?
Yeah, when it happens with the mental health of the students as well as the teachers, we had organized a lot of activities. Like I'll say that we have a Bhavans group. There are 10 schools working. So we organized once Bhavans town hall music program for all the students to entertain them. It was in the evening program, and all students who are talented in music and instruments, they came on the platform, they were singing and everything happened. And all the students came forward who are able to sing well. And for the teachers also, Swaraswantiya. That all teachers, whoever is interested in singing and all, they came forward. So it was some, what we can call that, stress breaking, and we have a family get-together. on the virtual platform. So where a lot of discussion happens and awareness were given to the teachers as well as to the students. And we had the counselors were continuously working and the school nurse was continuously working with the students for the workshops. It was given virtually so that all the students were able to understand what needs to be done and what
Exactly.
precautions need to be taken.
You know, I mean, such activities and such conscious measures from schools kind of uplift a person naturally to, probably be more calmed down with such a situation.
And on the top, we had, all the teachers. We had an individual meeting with the management directors, each teachers talking about the well-being of the family as well as any help need to be done from the school side. So one-to-one meeting with all the teachers by the management was also conducted during this pandemic so that they are comfortable to work in a situation.
Sir, I'm also curious to know that how was it that the school prepared to put across these stickers of, safety measures? Or, I mean, what was the actual work behind?
See, once the ministry has asked us to, we can invite the students to the school. So we have formed a safety committee.
Okay.
In the safety committee, principal is the head of the safety committee with the school nurse, physical education, health and wellness teachers and many teachers. We worked together and we planned all the scenario. Like in the class notice boards were kept with all the how to boost your immunity, social distancing, those kind of stickers, how to hand wash, sanitizer, use the sanitizers, washing the hands. So all instructions were given in all the nook and corner of.
So we all know that these were uncertain times and, school were financially also impacted. So the teachers had to go through something. The parents were probably finding it difficult to, make sure that the fees is paid on time. So as a principal, what was that conscious effort that you took to handle this particular issue?
See, when it comes to financial problems, we do face little problem because parents were not in a position to pay the fees. But normally in our system, we have 10 months fee and that too in 3 installments, parents are supposed to pay at the beginning of every term. But here, since because of the request from the parents, we allowed them to pay as per their convenience. Some of them paid monthly, some of them paid at the end of the year, some of them paid after 6 months. But we made everybody comfortable. So many of them met me, spoke to me, we have made all that. But children were never denied for any access to the class, online classes. Everybody was given the classes. And when it comes to teachers part and everything, so I think we are the only school, we never compromised on the salary. Every month on the same date, teachers used to get the salary, though management has to manage the fee from their whatever sources of this, but all teachers were given salary without any cut. All these months, everybody was given salary on time. So that was one of the motivation for the teachers also to work better, and even parents whoever had the problem, we listened to them and we adjusted them accordingly also.
So also I would like to ask you to probably give a message to all the parents who are watching this.
See, for the parents, they are most welcome to send the children to the school because I know that, okay, so there used to be a time when the parents were a little scared of sending the children to school, as well as they think, especially for the KG classes, it's online classes going on, why to send the children to the school? Yeah. But the classes, the way the teachers are handling the classes, parents can never manage it. And my request to all the parents, they can send the children to the school. If not, they can send to the on-campus classes, at least the online classes, because the way the classes are planned in such a way that students' studies are never affected. Because 2 years are over, we are in the pandemic. Children have never come to visit the school. Many students have never come. But at the same time, the classes have gone. I have seen the notebooks where the children have written, the assessments of the students. Everything is perfectly done because of the efforts of the teachers. And moreover, we have this year, we are starting with the grade 12th also. And the students are going to appear in the 12th board examination coming March, not this, 2023 March. So most welcome. parents are most welcome to send the children to the school.
That's very comforting to know, sir. But also this brings us almost to the end of the interview. What is that 973 vibe for you?
See, when it comes to Bahrain, I'm here for the last 5 years.
Okay.
So I know, and during the entire pandemic from the beginning till the end, I was here in Bahrain. The way the government tackled, the government of Bahrain tackled the pandemic situation, it was amazing. So not a single person faced any problem. And it was done in such a comfortable way that all people were accommodated.
Again, thank you so much for your time, Principal Sir.
You're welcome,
It was a
ma'am.
pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me with you for this interview. Looking forward to meeting you again.
You know what I've observed? Ki as kids, they adapt to any new normal very quickly. But the challenge is that as adults, how innovative are we to make sure that they don't miss such an important part of their childhood? On that note, I will see you soon again on the next episode, but not before we let you know that every parent, every teacher, every child who is watching this right now, 973 team is very, very proud of you. I'll see you soon again.